The billionaire lifestyle of Vladimir Putin's daughter. Vladimir Putin has 2 children from his marriage to his ex-wife Lyudmila Putina, who was a former Aeroflot steward. According to the website of the Kremlin, Putin and his wife had Maria before Putin traveled to Germany in 1985 to work as a KGB officer there. And Katerina was born in the year 1986 in her hometown of Dresden, which is located in Germany. According to the biography provided by the Kremlin, they were named after their maternal and paternal grandmothers, Maria Ivanovna Putina and Katerina Tikhonovna Shkrebneva. It was mentioned in the book that according to their mother, Lyudmila, Putin loves his daughters very much. She is said to have continued by saying that Putin always spoiled them and that she was required to educate them. Well, let's all agree that this sounds like a typical family, right? During his annual press conference in 2015, Vladimir Putin was questioned about the whereabouts of his daughters. In response, he stated that contrary to the rumors, they had not left the country. He said that they were born in Russia, they did all of their schooling in Russia and graduated there. Putin concluded by saying that he takes great pride in them. However, Putin has made it clear on several occasions that he never, ever, under any circumstances, discusses anything that has to do with his family with anyone. His daughters have never been star children, and as a result, being the center of attention has never been something that's excited or amused them in any way. Actually, according to Putin, both of his daughters are taking the starting stages in their life and are not active in business or politics. But despite this, both of her daughters have gone on to launch their own successful enterprises in recent years. And for sure, doesn't this sound like something a president can say about his children? The two have always been referred to by only their first names when people have talked about them. Maria Vorontsova is a physicist and mathematician who holds master's degrees in both fields from the University of St. Petersburg and Moscow. She's known by the maiden name of her maternal grandmother, which she takes after her. Katerina, the more famous of the two sisters, competed in the World Dancing Championships in Switzerland in 2013, and she finished in 6th place. Based on the video of her competing in dancing contests, many were able to identify her as Putin's daughter. According to an investigation conducted by Reuters in 2015, Kirill Shamalov, whose former wife is Katerina Tikhonovna, is the younger son of Nikolai Shamalov, a close Putin confidant and co-owner of the Rossiya Bank, has corporate holdings worth more than $2 billion. This, in addition to a beachfront villa in the French resort of Biarritz, is valued at $4.9 million. And finally, a smell of luxury, right? According to a report by Reuters, Katerina is now serving in the role of Deputy Director at the Institute for Mathematical Research into Complex Systems at Moscow State University. She is also the director of the university's Artificial Intelligence Problems and Intellectual Systems Center, which is said to have a budget of $1.7 billion according to The Guardian. Maria Vorontsova, Putin's eldest daughter, is a pediatric endocrinologist and is 36 years old. She studies the effects that hormones have on the body in children. She was a co-author of the book Standardization of Growth in Children, which was written when she was working at the Moscow Endocrinology Research Center. She's also an entrepreneur, and BBC Russia notes that she's a co-owner of a company that's working toward the development of a large medical complex. After getting married in 2013, Maria and Jorrit Farson, a Dutch businessman of Russian heritage, moved into the penthouse of an upmarket Amsterdam building. Jorrit Farson was born in the Netherlands. But Maria still carries her father's burdens, because it had just occurred to Maria that a group from Amsterdam had reached out to her, asking her to tell her father to halt the invasion of Ukraine. A banner that was put on the land that was owned by the couple said that her father is decimating a completely free country and its people less than 2,000 kilometers from their quiet piece of free property. It seems as though it would be tough to approach her father, and it also looks like he's unstoppable even by his hangmen. But on the other hand, things are sometimes quite different between fathers and their daughters, and this message seemed to be so direct. Do you agree? So, because of the paucity of information available about Putin's 2 young daughters, not even the Russian people were aware of their existence a while back. During a news conference in 2019, Russian President Vladimir Putin dodged an open answer to a question about his daughters' growing commercial fame and their connections to the government. Putin failed to address the issue directly. Both Maria and Katerina were referred to by him as ladies, and he never once revealed the fact that they were his daughters. And in a recent interview with the Russian state news agency TASS, the Russian president said that despite the fact that he enjoys spending time with his grandchildren, it's probably best for him not to talk openly about his own family for fear of endangering the family's security. Well, what's your take on that? But even more concerning is what was it about them that captured the interest of the general public? Well, the appearance of Maria and Katerina's names on the new list of nations subject to sanctions issued by the United States brought them to the attention of the general public. According to Reuters, a senior US administration official stated to reporters that they have reason to believe that Putin and many of his cronies and the oligarchs hide their assets and wealth with family members who use the financial system of the United States and other countries. And so, they have a strong suspicion that the majority of Putin's assets are being hidden by his family, which is why they're concentrating their efforts on him. In essence, the United States sanctioned Russian President Vladimir Putin's daughters. But is that a justified reason?